Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I'm Grace. We'll be practicing some ecstatic movement and mindful movement, just some spontaneous movement in our body. And I invite you to get some music that you really love, that inspires you. Make sure you have some liquid, something that you can drink if you get thirsty. And taking care of your own body, your own well-being. And let's begin sitting in a nice, comfortable position, feeling those sits bones on the ground, and creating an intention for yourself for this practice. Feeling the emotions, emotional benefit from this intention. Releasing this intention to the universe with a this or better. And our focus this week is the Ujjayi breath as our mindfulness focus. And we also have Satya, the purity, so cleanliness of our minds and our consciousness. We're always cleaning and purifying our own being. And movement is a way to purify. It's a way to shake out energy. You see animals do that. They get in a fight and then they go and shake out. And it's natural. So this is a way that we can actually practice this satya, this purifying our body, mind, and spirit. It's not just about cleanliness and hygiene of the body. It's cleanliness of the thoughts and the consciousness and the energy body. So we'll be cleaning out the energy body. And I invite you to use your Ujjayi breath through this practice. We've been using it all week now. And this is our last practice of the week, ecstatic movement. So move that with that Ujjayi breath as a focus to keep you present in the practice, in the body. And let's dive in for a moment and just check in with how we are. It's that inner state. Feeling many pulsations, vibrations, that life force within you. And let's begin to move a little bit. Making some circles around the body. Keeping the breath in the Ujjayi flow. Fully present with the self in a deeply loving way. Noticing the sensations, the physical sensations in your body. Moving in ways that feel good for you. Start off gentle. We'll do a little more shaking later on. But if you feel like shaking now, some gentle shaking or rocking. Honoring how your body wants to move and what feels good for your body. And you may feel like moving into a gentle twist. A seated twist, bringing opposite hand to opposite knee and gently twisting. Hand right on the earth behind the buttocks, around you. fully present to the body, the sensations, the emotions, everything that's going on with you. This is your time to be with you. And when you feel ready, let's bring the legs out. And beginning to move them in whatever way feels good, just moving them around, shaking them out, finding some different ways you can enjoy being in these legs. Just releasing the energy from sitting cross-legged, shaking out any stuck energy that might be in your legs. Energy, even emotions get stuck in the cells of our bodies. And you might want to take a pose like Baddha Konasana. You may want to do a forward fold. Finding a pose that feels good for you, and you can move from one pose to the other as we sit. Maybe move into a little forward fold. Can't do any of this wrong. Just allowing any gentle, spontaneous movements to occur. As we open up the body more and more. I invite you to get into whether you have your legs outstretched or you're in a seated position. Take a moment to just be still and notice that inner being after just this couple, 2-3 minutes of moving the body gently. Beautiful. And coming up into a table pose. And we're going to move into our cat and our cow. Inhaling into the cow as you arch the back, lifting the head, and exhaling into the cat as you round the back and tuck the tailbone, looking in towards the belly and the thighs. Using that Ujjayi breath. And adding any spontaneous movements if you haven't already. Moving the body in ways that feel good. Deep Ujjayi breaths, fully present to sensations, the body. If your mind starts to run away, let's come back to the sensations in the body. The Ujjayi breath, presence. You want to come into a full up dog, moving spontaneously in that, and maybe a child's pose. Maybe even fighting some shaky movements. Spine moving, allowing the head to gently get into it. Beautiful. And we're going to come up into a standing position. And we're going to start to move the body a little bit and just some twists. Shaking out the body, shaking it all out, standing up, seeing how much you can shake and see you can really jiggle everything. Feeling that anything that no longer serves your energy, your physical cells, just release down to the earth to be regenerated. It's what the earth does. Takes the compost and makes it into the really nice soil. Let's tap the body, waking up that skin, that organ of the skin. Of course, that thymus, keeping that wide awake and active and thriving, that gland. Letting your whole body know it. There. We'll begin some gentle bouncing. And as you bounce, let your body be somewhat free, unrepressed. You're by yourself, most likely, watching this video. If not, doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Just let the body be relaxed and free. And if you feel any tension, just shake it out. Side to side. Shaking things out. Bouncing is really good for the nervous system. Definitely the lymphatic system cleanses out the body. The muscles, every system, the energy systems. So waking that body up. Jogging in place maybe. And some kicking in place. Just beginning to move and maybe dancing in any way that feels good for you. It's going to be a little shorter practice today, but definitely want to get up and move in the body. Appreciating this beautiful body we have. If you want to start to move around the room, start to dance crazy, whatever feels right for you, just get into it. Do something maybe you've never done before. Move in ways that you haven't moved before. Parts of your body that you didn't even know you had. And have fun with it. And maybe move into a slight back bend, or move into an inversion. Getting the arms and the legs into it. Moving backwards or in circles. And always option to skip, like we did when we were little kids. Skipping along. Having fun and feeling that joy. Bodying that. Beautiful job. We're going to start to slow down a little bit. And if you have more time and you want to continue a little longer, so I thought I would give you a nice shorter practice today. Been doing longer ecstatic movements, so I thought we'd do just a shorter one. Usually about this time in the course, people have a little feeling of maybe a little bit of overwhelm. I don't want to put that in your mind. And a couple shorter classes I like to put in to give you a little break. And then just nice and slowly moving the body a little gentler, gentle bounce, gentle twist and sway. Whatever feels good for you. And then move into a couple balancing poses. So the first one we're going to move into is dancer. So feeling those feet nice and grounded on the earth. Going to bring the weight to the right standing leg and feeling that rooted into the earth. And bringing that right arm up. Chest is open. This left hand is going to come out. The shoulder is going to open so that the palm is out. So when I lift that left foot, I can grab it from the inside. And then bring that left thigh back a little bit and hinge forward a little and feel that nice stretch on the hamstring. And this might be your dancer pose, or you can take it a little bit more advanced and hinging forward. And once you get to your hands, press that foot into the hand, the back foot into the hand. And find your drishti and breathe. One more breath. Beautiful, and coming down. We'll go to the other side, feeling your energy and your weight root into the left standing leg. And feel that nice solid grounding. Bringing the left arm up, opening up the right shoulder with that right foot and grab that right foot from the inside. And start with a gentle hinge. Feel that nice stretch on the calf. And then if you like, move a little deeper into the pose. And when you have hinged over, you come out, just gently coming back in. Root yourself, ground yourself first, and press that back foot into the back hand. And one more breath. Coming back down. Beautiful job. And we're going to move into chair. It's a nice balance, bringing the arms up, bending the knees, and sitting back onto that invisible chair. And engage the bandhas and breathe. It's a nice little balance. One more breath. Beautiful job. And we're going to bring the hands down to the mat, down to the earth. And we're going to move into balancing bear and our boat. So grabbing the outside of the feet, resting on those sits bones, bringing those heels up and opening the legs. And if this is a challenge for you, you can do one leg at a time. And once you're in your balance, find that drishti and breathe. One more breath. Beautiful, and coming down. And we move into our boat, feeling ourselves rooted, our foundation, the sits bones, a little bit of that sacrum, and we bring the legs up halfway. This might be your balance or extending out. And breathe. One more breath. And coming back into that half boat and back down. We're going to do one more balance if this is in your practice, and that is a headstand. And how I'd like to guide you into the headstand is to make a nice little triangle with your hands. Nice little cradle for your head. And bring your head into the cradle. Make sure it's kind of coming onto my and bring those feet out, bring them up, and begin to walk up. And you can use a wall, especially if this is the first time you've done this, and come closer and closer into the body until you feel you need to bring those legs up. And you can bring them onto the arms, or you can just go straight up and breathe. One more breath. Coming down, we're going to bend the knees and come back. Beautiful job. And let's come onto our backs. Bring the knees into the chest, rocking back and forth, releasing and relaxing that lower back. Coming into a Baddha Konasana as we open the hips and release and relax anything. Rocking if we need. Opening up those legs. A nice stretch, gently pulling them in towards the body. And moving in happy baby. As you move in your happy baby, checking in with yourself. The inner being. You can slow down that Ujjayi breath, making any last movements or poses you need, anything you need to get into Savasana. Once you get down into your Savasana pose, I invite you to, before we move into Savasana, check in into this Pratyahara, into your inner beingness, and notice the dynamic energy field. The waves of energy. Relaxing into the earth, letting everything go. Diving inward for a few moments of silence as you integrate this movement practice. Taking a nice deep breath into the belly. And to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Stretching out the body. And rolling to one side or the other. Taking a breath here. And when you're ready, coming up to a seated position, move into our rapture meditation. So you can find your own song, or I use my ecstatic yoga song. And sitting in a comfortable position and remembering with Rapture, we're tuning in to the music. We are tuning into our hearts and staying grounded in ourselves, because we've just had this asana practice, not leaving that grounding, but allowing this life force to come up and out, come out in all directions. It's like a spherical ball of energy around us, our vast pranic body. We're sending that love out to all those aspects of our own being, of all life, to all, everywhere, just as divine does. And remembering, you can laugh, you can cry, you can scream, anything in between. Just resting in that heart, letting it expand naturally and organically.
You're the creator, you're the sustainer, you're the destroyer of all. You're my lover, you're my partner, you're my teacher of all. And I bow to you, and I bow to you, and I bow to you, and I bow to you. You're the earth from which all things grow. You're the water, the eternal flow. You're the fire that goes on and on. You're the air I breathe in for this soul. And I bow to you, and I bow to you, and I bow to you, and I bow to you. You're the sweetness that embraces me. You're the all-pervading truth and beauty. You're the infinite light, star of bliss. You're the compassion, space. Bow to you, I bow to you, I bow to you, and I bow to you, I bow to you. And I bow to you. And I bow to you. I bow to you, and 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 I bow to you.
Gently and kindly coming back. And thank you for joining me for ecstatic movement, couple balances using our Ujjayi breath focus. This is our week 6, last asana of week 6 of our hybrid class. If you haven't joined the yoga teacher training, please check out ecstaticyoga.studio. We have lots of options. Wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day. Namaste.